in the suburb, walking distance to schools, bus stops, and easy driving access to all your amenities, all the shops, the Westfield Shopping Centre down the road. Now, when I started real estate just over 7 years ago, this property here was one of my very first appraisals that I've done in the area. And what I do remember is when Wendy and Chris invited me over, they had just finished the extension in the back so they can raise their 3 beautiful children in this property. They have done so. They've graduated from school. Then the vendors, over the past 24 months of restrictions and lockdown, decided to move up to Queensland. But they didn't want to let go of such a beautiful piece of real estate which helped them build on their future. Just as many of the buyers in the crowd will look to do so in the years to come and raise a family too. So they did put it up for rent, receiving over $550 per week in rental income. But yes, it is time to move on. Apparently they much prefer the Queensland weather, so they've decided to sell up and purchase up there and cement their future in Queensland. But what it means, of course, is that it is time to pass the property on to one of the lucky bidders in the crowd. And to those of you who are looking at bidding today, I do wish you all the very best of luck. To the lucky buyer, I'll say congratulations in advance. It will be a vacant possession just to make sure. Settlement between 60 and 90 days and 10% deposit upon settlement. Upon signing the unconditional contract, the rest of the funds at settlement. Now, today's auction will be conducted in accordance with the rules and any additional conditions made available for inspection before the start of today's auction. The vendors have a reserve price and I will be indicating bidders on request. Now, the auction rules, they prohibit an auctioneer from accepting bids or offers for the property once the property has been knocked down to the highest successful bidder. Make no mistake, I'll give you ample time and opportunity. I'll call it once, twice, third and final time. But once the contract hits my hand, unfortunately, it's back to your motor vehicles, back to wasting ample time out of your precious weekends, looking for more homes and more real estate, and continuing to receive ample phone calls from real estate agents asking you about properties you like half as much as this one. And before you know it, Christmas is only about 8 weeks away from now. You'll find that you haven't purchased, interest rates have continued to rise, but property prices haven't cooled. You'll look back on the 22nd of October and you'd wish you'd dug deeper. So the advice that I'd like to humbly pass on here today is A, to bid with rapid fire, and B, with large increments. Now, the law prohibits false bids. It prohibits major disruptions by the bidders, and it prohibits bidders from disrupting others from bidding and provides fines for this conduct. The rules, they permit vendor bids. The words I'll use to indicate I am placing a bid on behalf of the vendors are simply vendor bid, and only I, as the auctioneer, may place a vendor bid. The home itself, from the moment you enter, you feel like it's the right family home. 2 living spaces, extension down the back, mum and dad, privacy, master bedroom with an ensuite, plus that additional powder room for those guests that you easily entertain, plus the outdoor alfresco area, helping you overlook your real estate, your 850 square meters approximately, underpinning your future. 3 bedrooms for the children at the front, serviced by that bathroom, and what a beautiful area you'll find yourself here. Nothing but the best neighbours, of course. Fair Hills Primary and Secondary School down the road, Westfield Shopping Centre, location. You simply cannot beat it, ladies and gentlemen. And before those interest rates continue to rise, there's one thing left to do. The ball's in your court. Start the bidding. Let's get it underway.
$650.
At $650,000, and welcome to you nice and early. Right up front now, let's go up in 100. At $750, that's the next call. At $650,000 with Luciano. Let's go to $750. Buyers quickly now. That's still well under the range of $830 to $900. Once, thanks for your bid nonetheless. Twice, we're at $650, $750 is the call, or maybe a suggestion of $8. Third and final time at $650.
$75.
$750 and $75, and I'll take it, and I'll give you the same courtesy of $25,000 jumps. Let's go to $800. At $775 now with Luciano. At $775, $800, and welcome back. And how about $825? $25, and on my left-hand side, I haven't forgotten about any other bidders who've have had multiple inspections on the home. Now it's a chance to jump in with the element of surprise. We're at $825, $850 to welcome you in. We're still 5,000 shy of the bottom of the range. Yes, you are welcome to go in and have a look at the property if you like. Asking Trent. Yes, you are welcome to. Trent, they can go in and have a look. Yep, take him through, no problem. There's no one inside. $825, holding the highest bid with Luciano. Can I tempt you back at $850? $850, first call. $825, second call. $850 is the call. Third and final time. $825. Can I tempt you back at 850? 50 grand more than your last bid. We're still below the bottom of the range of 830 to 900, by the way. 4 bet, 2 bathroom, Ferntree Gully. Not taking 5s at this stage, but I will meet you at 840. 50, even better. 50, and welcome back and thank you. I appreciate it. And so will the vendors, and of course, Kat does too. 850, welcome back, and how about 875? Let's go in 25s. Don't show the competition that you're shying away and you're out of funds. Now's your chance to flex those oxygen muscles. Let's do it quick with rapid fire. Once, 850.
You gonna take 5?
I'll take 10. Twice, 860. Third, and final time. 60, 70. Rapidly now, we're at 60. Thank you, Lucci. Once, 860.
65.
I'll take 10s. I said no to him at 5. I'd love to say yes to you at 10, just as I offered him the same opportunity twice. 870 to welcome you back. I'd love to assist you in showing the competition that you're remaining strong. 870, and thank you, sir, for your bid and offer, and all the best of luck. 870, 870. Let's go double 80, 870. 870, double 80, come back, guys. 880. 870, 880 to come back to you now. We've seen 2 bidders fighting for it. Once, 870. Twice, 870. Third, final time, 870. Ladies and gentlemen, in the absence of your bidding, I will pass the property in. If I see no better bids, we'll go inside, negotiate with the sellers and sell. So now's your chance to jump in if there's any other bidders to my left-hand side. And sorry if I've been ignoring you, the competition's been down the right. Once, 870. Twice, 880 is the call. Third, final time, 880. I need to know. In or out? 880. You facing the racing, all the best of luck.
880.
Wow. Too late, we're already at 880. 890 to welcome you back, and thanks for your bid. $880,000. 890. Can I tempt you in? How about
85?
85, I'll take 5, and I'll give you the same courtesy. Let's jump back on top of
890.
890, and thank you and welcome as well. At 4th bid and out competing for it, I don't blame you. 67 Linda Crescent in Ferntree Gully. 890, how about 95? 95 or 95 up to top. Once at 890. Twice, holding the highest bid. Third and final time down the back with Luciano at 890. 95 to tempt you in. How about we go straight to 900? 95, can I tempt you in?
895.
895, and welcome back and thank you. 95, 95, 95, let's go to 900, make it 905 and make a statement. 905, show the competition who's going up in 5s that you're not deterred.
9.
900, how about 905? 900, 905, 900, 905. Could be a number that'll bite for you here today.
1,000.
1,000, let's go halfway. 9025. 9025. 9025, and welcome back and thank you. With gratitude, 905, over to you. Once, 902 and a half.
905.
905 on the market and selling. 905. 905, we're selling. At 905, we're selling. Haven't forgotten about you down the back. I'd love to tempt you back in. Now, 910, and welcome back. I love it and thanks. 10, 910, 10. Going up in 5s when the other members of the competition are going up in 2.5s. Just doubling the increments because we're on the market and selling. At 10, once. At 10, twice. Third and final time, can I tempt you? 12 and a half. 12 and a half, that's 7.5 more than your last bid, and welcome back, and nonetheless, how about 915? We're at 912 and a half, at 912,500. First call, at 9125, and I haven't forgotten about you, sir, with your lovely partner. Twice, at 912 and a half. Third and final time, can I tempt you back at 915? Or maybe make it 920. All finished, done and signed. Permission to get back to your motor vehicles and search for properties endlessly. Christmas time, coming up, 8 weeks to go. Surely.
914.
914. Welcome back. 1,500 on top of the current bid, and welcome back to you. 1,000 shy of 915. We're at 914. Let's go to 15, or maybe make it 20. Make it easy for them to come back. 915 or 950. 950 sounds better. 915, nice try, Mr. Rockchinier. All the best. Better luck next time. At 915. At 915. At 915, they're going up in thousands. Come back with 5 on top. Now's the best time to do it. 15. You guys finished, done and signed. I haven't forgotten about you. You've been a strong competitor. Your first bid for the day was at 750. We're at 915. at 9.15 is $165,000 more than where you started the auction.
916.
9.16, and welcome back at 16. At 16, let's go to 20. At 16, let's go to 20. Ditch the ones, come back with 4 on top, 5 grand more than your last bid, $2,500 of interest repayments per annum, $50 a week. You surely can't argue those figures. It makes no sense to back away at that level. First call at 9.16. Second call, I haven't forgotten about you either. Third and final time, buy back your weekend. Sure, you're going to spend a lot of time Christmas shopping. 17, welcome back at 17. 18, can I tempt you in? At 9.18, yes? Is that a yes? 9.18, thank you for your bid and offer, ma'am, and all the best at 9.18. At 9.18, we're too shy of 9.20. At 9.18, we're seeing 4 bidders fighting for it. It is definitely heating up. 18, just like the Melbourne weather. 18, 20 to tempt you back. At 18, 20 to welcome you back. At 9.18, and all the best. 9.18, Kat, I haven't forgotten about your clients either. First call at 9.18. Second call at 9.18. Third and final time at 19. We are selling. 19. Too late, let's go to 20. 19, Luciano was faster. He hit the buzzer quicker. We're going to have to practice on that a little bit, Kat, during the week. Hitting the buzzer quickly. 19, and while they argue for the 19 bid, why don't you come back with 20 on top? No worries. I'll let you make up your mind. I've seen many clients say no at auctions and they always come back. I hope to see you back in it to win it at 9.19. At 19 with Luciano, can I tempt you back at 20? At 20, it's 4,000 more than your 9.16 bid. 100? Why don't you go 500? 500?
Yeah.
19 and a half. And thank you for your bid and offer. Nonetheless, we're on the market and selling it, and I'll take it and welcome back with open arms. At 9.195. At 9.195. At 919,500. 9.20. To welcome you back. At 9.20. At 920 for 67 Linda Crescent. At 9.20. First call. Could you have bought the property on a $500 bid? It looks like as though it may be the case. Second call at 9.195. Third and final time. 9.20, and welcome back, and thank you, sir, and all the best to you. At 9.20. At 9.20, you almost had it on a $500 bid. With another $1,000 bid, you'll double your chances of having it. So let's go to 9.21, because the 1,000 is a double the $500 bid. So it only makes sense. Double your chances. Let's go to 9.21. 9.21 to tempt you back at 9.21. At 9.21, and I still haven't forgotten about you guys down the back. I'd love to tempt you back at 9.22. At 9.20. At 9.20 underneath the carport. 500, and welcome back at 9.20 and a half. 21. That's $1 a week. Literally. You don't believe me? Pull out your calculator. $1 a week. Finished? Done. Silent. Just confirming, we're at 9.21 and a half. 9.20 and a half. 9.23. Doing Michael Jordan proud at 23, and welcome back at 9.23. At 9.23, you've been resuscitated. We're back on top now, down the top. At 9.23. At 9.23. At 9.23. Your competition is heating up. Surely another bid, it could be the knockout one. Thanks for your bid again at 9.23. Going once at 9.23. Going twice at 9.23. Third and final time at 900.
924.
9.24. Welcome back at 2.4. At 9.24. At 9.24, 9.25. You've said no 3 times now. Don't blame me if I don't believe you. Have you heard about the boy that cried wolf? That's you guys. Also me growing up, so don't worry, I did a lot of that sort of thing. At 9.24, I'll call it 3 times, have a think about it, I'll give you ample time and opportunity. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are thinking about selling your property and you wish to recreate this scenario on your front nature strip, despite what the media is saying about auctions and what they're saying about the market, all it takes is to choose the right agent with the right advice to recreate this scenario on your front nature strip. Please give me a call, I'd love to discuss it further with you. Once at 9.24, twice.
1 minute.
No worries at all. Can you set the timer, Kat? Hey Siri, set the timer for 60 seconds. Siri's inside. At 9.24. At 9.24. You know what? You guys and I, we know they're going to come back. Okay? They are going to come back.
Yeah.
They've asked for more time. So what I suggest you do is you already have that chat about your next bid, because they will be coming back, and make it a strong one. Make it a bid that will deter all competition here today. We're at 924. First call at 924. Second call at 924,000. Third and final time at 924. Finished. Done. Silent.
Done. We're done.
Done. Guys, sorry. Bear with me. If I was selling your home, I'll give you ample time as well. Hypothetical. Okay? Hypothetical. You don't have to actually do this. You don't have to do this. I'll just suggest it and I'll knock it down and sell and we can move on. If you bought this home for 930 today, and let's go you went to 930, even though every bit of you doesn't want to actually pay 930 because it sounds like an overwhelming number and it's $6,000 more than the current bid. But literally at 5% interest repayments, that's $300 of interest a year. That's $6 a week. For $6 a week, would you actually walk away from this home here today? Imagine yourself walking inside in a contract and putting the sold sticker up, social media photos for your friends and family. Unless you're private and you like to do that, I understand.
I don't have social media.
Even better. Let's go to 930, have a think about it. Done. Thank you so much for the opportunity to work with you. I appreciate you bidding. It looks like you've defeated the competition. I just have to make sure that the bidders up the top there, all finished, done and silent. We're at 924. At 924. At 924.
25 last bid.
25. At 9 1/4 at 925. And welcome back at 925. At 925. At 925. Sorry for frustrating you, sir. But if they were holding the bid and they waited that long, I'd also give you ample time and opportunity. You've got to understand. I've got to give everyone equal chance. At 925 and all the best. At 925, you've got to bid with much stronger numbers than $1,000 and $500 bids. That's the only way to scare off the competition, perceptions, everything at auction. Once at 925, twice the pressure's on, third and final time. Finished.
500.
500. 925 and a half. 925 and a half. At 925, 5. At 925, 5. It looks like the boss has walked away. Does that mean you're done? I've actually been told off. I'm not allowed to say that at auctions anymore. For sexist jokes and whatever. But I don't care. So, because I know it's true. That's the way it goes. At 925 and a half, are you guys finished, done and silent? Thank you so much. I really appreciate your participation. To all the neighbours that have come down to watch, thank you as well. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Once, twice, third, final time, all finished, done, silent. We are selling at 925 and a half. We are selling and we are sold. Congratulations. Thank you all for attending on a successful Worldwide auction. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.